I'm here in the back of the car with Falter. So, again, boys, introduce yourself and what you do.
I'm Phil, I'm the drummer.
Mouthful of Kit Kat. I'm Matt, guitarist.
I'm Tom, I'm the vocalist, shouty person, kind of thing.
And I'm Joe, the bass player.
Marvellous. So, right, boys, how long have you been playing this Falter now?
Since December 2010. Oh, actually, that's a lie. February 2011. Because we didn't have a bass player up until sort of end of January. Yeah, we played our first gig in February.
No, we played our first gig in
February.
April.
It was February.
On the moon.
February.
It was February.
That's
it was February.
Chorley. It was February.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
At the Imperial in Chorley.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right. Is the correct answer.
There's no right or wrong answer at all. Yeah.
So had you boys been in bands before Falter came together?
I've been in bands since the Stone Age.
Phil's a little bit older than the rest of us.
Yeah.
I'm currently in another band, but it's. well, we won't speak about that.
I was in a band before, like a couple of years ago.
I was in a Liverpool band, Strip Jack Naked. They were quite big.
And it's Joe's first band, isn't it, Joe?
It is. As I say, I've been a musician for going on sort of 10, 12 years now. A musician, but
started out on guitar. He can't play guitar, so we have to.
Which you can't play either.
Oh, we can. Mainly.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So what's led to you boys getting together then?
Well, strange story. It's true,
right,
kind of.
Me and Tom were singing acoustic songs, sad acoustic songs to make people kill themselves
in bedrooms.
In bedrooms, and then me and Joe were going to do a project which we got Tom involved on, which failed. And then I wrote a song with Tom, and then Joe didn't want to do anything.
And then his brother, that's Matt's brother.
My brother,
I worked with him and said, my brother needs a drummer. And
Phil went, I'll do it. I've got a practice space and lock up. So off we went, off we popped.
Yeah.
Wrote a bunch of songs. Then we got Joe because we couldn't find a bassist, and Joe went, I'll do it. And a year later we're here.
Yeah.
So on the Facebook book for tonight's gig, we were saying about how young the vocalist was. He was saying about how old the drummer is. So how old are you all?
Oh, right, okay.
Should we go first and we'll come to you?
Youngest.
Tom is
20 years old.
20 years of age. Joe's 23. I'm 23 and Phil's...
41! That's a true story.
We're putting him to bed soon.
So when you're playing together and you're making songs together, does the age disparity actually make itself, obvious?
Truthful answer, I think it probably adds to it. Because I've got, like... I listen to a lot of old music, obviously.
And we don't want a metal-y...
It brings out what they're writing, really. Well, it's
a strange process, really, because we all have different ideas and we all just come together with different...
we all like completely different stuff, really. And then there's some in the middle ground that we'll just sort of agree on. But then
we kind of have a mixed writing process. Sometimes we'll go, we'll write a happy song, and then we'll write...
We never write happy
songs. No, we write happy songs.
Sometimes it starts with a guitar lick, sometimes it starts with drums, sometimes it starts with Mr. Singer comes in with something.
It's just someone brings something to the table first, and then everyone else sort of listens
the process,
to that
generally sort of, we'll be in practice and Phil will do something and I'll play along, just something random, or I'll play something and Phil will play along, then Joe will play along, and then Tom will just make noise over the top of it. And that's how a song is written.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Lovely noise.
But we've definitely got a wide range of musical taste now.
So out of your personal things, what do you like to bring to the table? What's your as individuals, your personal influences you bring into the band? Say top 3 or 5 or something.
I bring lazy drumming and the ability to drop sticks at the drop of a hat.
What bands are you?
No, but seriously, I don't know. My influences are like Sabbath, Jellyfish, that no one's heard of, but I love. Weird and Wonderful. Metallica, even, all kinds of stuff I've listened. Yeah, I know you don't like it, but I did like her in the day. Back in the day.
So when I first started playing guitar, I was playing sort of a lot of punk stuff, and so I can't play solos for shit. Like I just play like chord after chord after chord after chuggy chord, and then I moved on sort of to Ruben, who I love them.
The greatest.
I've got such a man love for Ruben.
If you're listening, listen to Ruben right now because it's more important than this.
True story.
Severely the most underrated British band of the past decade, if not longer. They just really deserve a hell of a lot more recognition. That's kind of where
we pretty much rip off.
Ruben, in general.
Yeah, we just rip
100 Reasons as well.
There's a band. 100 Reasons. and
They have a song.
they have a song called Falter, which is just a
we
beautiful,
know
beautiful
that.
song.
Yeah.
That's
And we all
actually-
sat down when it just came on the CD player one day, and we all looked at one and went, well, this is a nice song. What's it called? Falter.
That's
Ooh,
our name,
that's a
then.
nice name. And then we immediately went to band rehearsal and wrote a song called 100 Reasons.
Which I regret, because now every time I search it on YouTube, their 100 Reasons, their song Falter comes up, and I'm like, oh, 17,000. Oh, no, it's not us, never mind.
Anyway, so what do you think of a music scene in Preston, say, compared to yours in Blackburn?
What
is Blackburn?
We have, like, we
You
played,
see, the difference is I think Preston has a music scene.
we played Darwin
and
as well.
Blackburn, whoa.
We
Yes,
played
we have
Darwin
played
as well.
Darwin.
So
I
that's-
mean,
can't really-
basically, there is a couple of places you can play Blackburn and Darwin, but there's not many. And whereas Preston, you've got
The-
quite
the
a few.
scene in Blackburn
and
is-
because
is-
of the large student population, it's a great place to play.
the scene in Blackburn is sort of
It's
it's
slowly
dominated by
no,
indie.
no,
and-
but I
and-
think it's slowly rising with Bazooka and
well,
because
just
Bazooka,
an idea.
yeah.
They're just an idea of this t-shirt company.
Apparel company.
Yeah, apparel
Yes.
company that endorses, and they're really good, and they put gigs on like with the family, and they get sort of hundreds of people coming along, and
And
they
they're
pack places
the
out.
only real
Storm, to be
promoters
honest.
now for promoting live bands in Blackburn, really.
yeah, but
So-
their gigs do really well.
But with,
so.
yeah, so it's slowly getting there, but Preston's way ahead, you know.
I was going to say, it's been so long since I've been to Blackburn. I mean, do we not have a cellar bar or one above it open?
The cellar bar has turned into a patonk place.
Yeah, so
It's full of umtis and wub.
It's got lovely seats now, but
Hasn't it? It
Yeah,
has,
big
but
leather
yeah,
seats.
basically for live music you've got Bazooka, Live Lounge, North Bar occasionally.
yeah, that's it.
The Napier if they feel like doing
But
it.
they don't know.
It's just
Never.
it's the kind of second reason why Blackburn doesn't get as much live music as well is you don't get as many people going out to see the live music as you do in Preston. As you say, it's the student population, and you know, obviously people in Preston, because it's a bigger town.
I wouldn't
bigger
say
city,
that. I
you
wouldn't
get a
say
bit
that.
more
I'd
coming
say
out.
it's the niche between the genres that are played. If you go to live lounges when it first opened,
It was
was
all
just
indie,
playing
and they're
indie.
branching out now. And
But
it's
now
really
they have an offer where if you can just rent it out. Is it if you can get
good. Is it
enough
enough people in? Yeah, but I'm not sure.
if
how
you get
many
enough
it is.
people, so that's a really good idea. That's happening.
Book it and they will come.
What else comes out next for the band?
What we're doing next?
We've just had a little photo shoot done,
Yeah, the best photo shoot you could ever want.
which is
to
on our Facebook.
see.
We're going to be doing some more as well.
Yeah.
We've got more gigs coming up.
We're planning, whether it happens or not, to shoot a video for.
To shoot a cheeky little video.
Cheeky little video,
cheeky
and then
little video.
hopefully around about May, June, go back in the studio again.
So what's for like a media to next gig then?
Next gig will be Saturday at the
Absolutely.
Blue
Saturday
Room in Blackpool.
Yeah.
With Whipcord.
yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
And you'll be doing Rampage at the end of April.
Yep.
27th of April. That is my birthday.
And as I say, anyone who wants to see, any other gigs or what's coming up next for us, obviously, it's on the Facebook. It's facebook.com/This Is Falter. You can see all our gigs. You can see embarrassing photos.
Listen
You
to
You're
can-
doing some casual harmonies.
and there's cheeky
Absolutely.
music as well to listen to.
Yep, cheeky
Yeah,
music.
and all the good
We
stuff.
do
there.
have a Twitter, but because I'm useless at the internet, I don't know what to do. So just leave that alone for a while.
And I don't think anyone would like us for much longer if sort of Falter have updated. They are eating a potato. So
I have no idea what to do with the
we,
internet. So.
I think
Leave
during
leave
typical-
Twitter alone.
yeah, well, seldom usage and responsible.
Okay, on that note of eating potatoes, I'm going to end the interview now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
I've been Dale Godfrey from Phil's car. I never thought or wished I didn't have to say that, but I have to. Yes. Backed into a corner. Slightly fearful. Good night, folks.